I always forget the name of this quest. Throne of Miscellania. Yeah, yep, that's what we're doing. Okay, so let's log in. So just to recap the last video, we accepted the quest from King Vargas of Miscellania to arrive at some sort of peace treaty between his kingdom and the neighboring kingdom of Etceteria, headed by Queen Sigrid. And unfortunately, peace cannot be established until Etceteria changes their national anthem, which is sort of a diss track to King Vargas. So I have to find a bard to rewrite the anthem. So let's see how that goes. Yeah. Got my wine. Nothing like playing RuneScape while drinking wine. Like, name a better duo. It's the weekend, you know? I think I've earned this. I feel like I'm gonna become one of those. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to will it into existence. Oh, and account is logged out. But why? Anyway, as I was saying, I don't want to will it to into existence that I'm gonna become one of those moms that just drinks wine every day. Sounds like a problem. But then I have heard, am I just in an infinite loop of getting stuck on the login screen? Like, what's going on? Thank you. What was I saying? I don't remember. Let's add the lamps all to whatever, strength. I just don't want to think about it. If I sit here and think about it for too long, it'll take an hour to decide where I want to throw my lamps and stars. So they're all just going to strength right now because that is my next target, 99. I'm sorry? What did this message say? Child? Anyway, so I turned my messages to anyone can message, and this message is making me think I probably should go back to friends only. So first, before we continue the quest, we gotta hit ye old grand exchange. I don't remember what I needed to have in my inventory. Hopefully it's all in order here. I think the cake, the bar, the logs, the ring, some teleports. I need flowers? Is that one of the items that you can get during the quest? Yeah, they can be bought from the flower girl for 15 coins, located in Miscellanea's castle courtyard. I'm gonna just do that. She's like on the way, you know, so let's go teleport to Miscellania. Now, where can we find a bard in these lands? Well, instinct tells me that Prince Brant is the person to ask, and by instinct, I mean the RS Wiki. Oh god, you guys, this is my future husband, and he's already walking away from me. He has no interest to speak with me whatsoever. I've struck out already, just on the first hello. He has zero, absolutely zero interest. See him walking away from me right now? Not so good with the ladies. I need someone to compose a new anthem for Etceteria. Oh god. Can we make him dark-haired? Blondes aren't really my thing. Let me do a Prince Brand voice. You've come to the right bard. I'll write one for you immediately. You can take your time, really. Look at my expression. My like little shifty eyes. I'm like suspicious. No problem. I'm already done. Here, listen. Huh? That took you all of what, like 4 seconds? Etceteria, Etceteria. Oh, what a great country it is. Etceteria, Etceteria. So, I wrote a song about it. Etceteria, oh, what a great country it is. Doesn't sound half bad. It's somewhere in the sea and looks very nice to me. See, I just feel like I have to rhyme it. If it weren't for your ancestors, it wouldn't be there at all. And when things aren't going too well, we sing this lovely song. And then we'll all feel so much better. It won't take very long. Oh, we end on a rhyme. That's very nice. Thank you for that, Brent. Thank you. Here's a copy. You can keep it. That's lovely. Thanks. Don't mention it, madam. Well, seems like my future husband, my husband-to-be, isn't very handy with the pen. Luckily for him, I am. I'm a bit of a poet myself. Not only am I handy with the pen, I'm handy with the sword. And I ain't just talking about the one on my shoulder. Okay, so now in my inventory is the awful anthem. I'm gonna go back into the throne room and consult with Advisor Jafar, Advisor Grimm, about this. Greetings, madam. I got Prince Bran to compose a new Etceteria anthem for me, but it's awful. Oh dear. Well, that is only to be expected. So he's a bit of a dumb blonde stereotype. But I mean, wait, no. His beard's gray, not blonde. I was like, maybe he'll be a dumb blonde, but that can't be because he's bald, and bald people, their head is so shiny and full of secrets. May I see it, please? Here you go. Yes. Allow me to make a few adjustments. There you go. Are there any other matters in which I may be of assistance? I'll just say, is there anything else you can tell me? What would you like to know, madam? Let's hear about the prince, my future husband. What can you tell me about the prince? Prince Bran has always dreamed of becoming a famous bard. Unfortunately, his musical and literary skills are somewhat lacking. He has no interest in ruling the kingdom and seems to spend his time daydreaming or composing quite awful poems and sagas of totally mundane events. He's rather vain, if you'll pardon my saying so. He will greatly appreciate any compliments on his poetry. He also has quite a sweet tooth. Well, I guess that's what the cake's for then, huh? Alright, well, as you can see, the awful anthem in the inventory has now changed into a good anthem, so with that, I think we can head back to Sigrid, huh? I wish I could read it now that Grimm has made some adjustments to it, but won't let you. So let's go back to Queen Sigrid. I don't know, maybe when I get to Sigrid, she'll read it for me. Wait, so apparently the flower girl's in this courtyard. Yeah, here she is. Wait, why does she also have the shifty eyes? Does she not trust me? Don't I look trustworthy? I'm selling flowers. Would you like some? Yes. Thank you. Oh, so I give her money and suddenly she's not all sussy? She's not a sussy baka anymore? Let's resume our journey to Queen Sigrid. Hello. Have you found a new anthem yet? Yes, your majesty. Oh yes, see, it does show. Etceteria, etceteria, of our country we are proud. Etceteria, etceteria, let's all sing its name out loud. Rising high above the water, the jewel of the north, our mothers and our fathers to build this land came forth. Much better, yeah. Grimm is the real poet of Miscellania. Oh, there's more. And in the times of darkness, sing praises of our land, and in our hearts we can be sure our victory is at hand. Why, this is quite good. I'm surprised. Here's a treaty declaring what we've mutually agreed to. I've already signed, so all it needs is King Vargas's signature and it'll be official. Okay, back to Vargas we go. Man, thank God that thank God these kingdoms are in close proximity. I know I was like memeing about it in my last video, but if I had to go any further distance than this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that would be very, very annoying. Your Majesty, how are you getting on, Talcor? Have you convinced Sigrid yet? I have a treaty waiting your signature. I doubt I'll be able to hold an ordinary pen well enough to sign the treaty. You'll have to find a pen large enough for me to hold. Now, where am I gonna get that, sir? Exactly. No? Not gonna tell me? Nothing? Okay. The wiki says, head to the northern shore of Miscellania, to the east of the mining site, where you will find Derek in the house with the anvil. You know what's crazy? That's an NPC. But it seems like it's someone actually skilling here. Hello, Derek, me boy. Good day, madam. Can I help you with anything? I have a slightly strange request. The king needs to sign a treaty, but is unable to because he lacks a pen large enough for him to hold. Could you make me a nib of the right size? I may be able to manage that. What sort of size? About the size of a helm should do it. All right, but I'll need an iron bar to make it from. I have one here. Good. Just a minute. Here you go. One giant pen nib. Wow, you did that so quickly. You must be the best smith in all the land. Okay, there's a giant nib in my inventory now. I guess I am going to have to use the nib on the log. And with that, I have a giant pen. Oh, I wish I could, like, equip it, but I can't. I would be interested to see what that looks like. So now I have to run on back to Vargas, so let me just skedaddle on over there. This is such a cozy quest, honestly. I'm digging it. Why am I facing that way? Your Majesty? Oh, how are you getting on, Talcor? Have you found me a pen yet? Here it is, Your Majesty. Excellent. And now, with a flourish, I sign the end of the rivalry between our two proud kingdoms. Now, has either of my children agreed to marry you? Not yet, Your Majesty. Well, keep at it then. Grim tells me that the population is not yet very supportive of the idea of having you as a ruler. You should try to gain their support. Okay, so I think first I'm going to try to woo Prince Bran before I get the people's support. So let's go do that. And let's start flirting, I guess. Okay, now he's... Oh god, he's so ugly. Now he's looking at me, so at least I have his attention. Good day, madam. Good day, Your Royal Highness. Wait, am I taller than him? I think it's my hat. Choose to marry Prince Bran? Yes. As I'm sure you're aware, your father the king is seeking someone to rule the kingdom in his stead. That's funny, because wouldn't he just have his son or daughter do so? He has not a lot of faith in them kids, huh? King Vargas is like, fuck them kids. I've put myself forward, but in order for me to become ruler, you have to marry somebody in the royal family, namely myself. Yes, Your Royal Highness. Come now, what interest would I have in a crass adventurer like yourself? And what interest would I have in a stupid poet, blonde himbo like yourself? Like, if we're taking shots here. What would you know of the poetry that flows through my veins like an avalanche through a peaceful mountain village? I think you may find I know good poetry when I see it, Your Royal Highness. This may be the case. I'm willing to give you a chance. If you impress me enough, I'll consider accepting to marry you. So, you practice the harp? I see you have one over there. Yes, I play the lyre and the harp. I compose songs, poems, and sagas to move you, to delight and entertain you. Sadly, my father does not think much of the art. What do you think? I don't know what Lumbridge has to do with anything, but I'm choosing the most flattering option, which is, you will be the greatest bard. I'm so glad you agree. Okay. I'm surprised you do not have hordes of people vying to be your betrothed, Your Highness. And why do you think that might be, madam? Care to sign my petition for Bevrogs? Answer choice 4 seems like it's always going to be the funniest choice, like the meme choice. Answer choice 3 says, they don't understand your poetry, as I do. A very good answer, madam. Let's go again. I composed a poem. Would you like to hear it? Of course, I'd love to. I got up this morning and had an egg for breakfast. These answer choices, dude. This one says, that doesn't even rhyme, which is what I've been thinking this whole time. This one says, and then what happened? And then answer choice 4 says, sneaky, sneaky, stick the chompy. As much as I want to say, sneaky, sneaky, stick the chompy, I'm going to say, be still my heart. I'm glad you liked it. I'm starting to regret not choosing Princess Astrid now. Good day, madam. Good day, Your Royal Highness. Oh, okay, so we're out of chat options now. Oh, I have to use a clap or cheer emote. There's cheer. Thank you. It's nice to be appreciated. When he only says hello, give him the flowers. Are these for me? Really? Yes. Of course, Your Royal Highness. Thank you. They're lovely. Okay, new chat option. I think we're set here. You have perhaps more poetry in your soul than I first thought, madam. I'm flattered to hear you say so, Your Royal Highness. Oh, but I realize you've not yet told me your name. My name's Talcor, Your Highness. That's like my Fremen name. Then I shall call you Talcor, madam, and you shall call me Prince. Talcor is such a manly name. How about you call me Baby? Oh my gosh, I still have to keep talking to him. So why'd you decide to become a bard? Poetry and music have always fascinated me. I'm drawn to them like a moth to an over-enthusiastic mage who's set himself on fire. What kind of simile is that? What are these answer choices? Cattle prod? Weapon of choice, I reckon. I'm just gonna say, how poetic. Why, thank you. Sometimes I amaze even myself. Oh my god, he's so insufferable. I composed a saga. Would you like to hear it? I don't know if I have time for a whole saga. Don't worry, it's quite short. Here we go. Guys, I'm not reading this, sorry. But I'll leave it on screen for you to read. Just pause if you need to. Selling Ring of Poverty 30 mil? That's so funny. I'm gonna say, how inspiring. Thank you. I thought I would compose something for future generations to tell them my story. Please let this be over soon. What would you do if you became ruler of Miscellania? Oh, I'd never concern myself with such trivial matters as those involved in ruling a kingdom. My interests lie solely in the arts. Lies! It's all lies! I'm gonna say, a much nobler pursuit, to be sure. I'm glad you agree. Well, yeah, because it seems like I'm gonna be the one running the kingdom, not your dumbass. Good day, Talcor. Good day, my prince. Are we done? Okay, now I have to give him the cake, I think. Talk to him again. I must admit I'm growing quite fond of you, Talcor. Could it be, my prince, that you would consider wedding a crass adventurer such as myself? Not yet, my darling. Let us just say my heart is a maze of inescapable tunnels, and you are the light at the end of one of them. Hey, that's not bad. Talk to him again, I guess? What do you think of your sister? We don't always see eye to eye, but she understands my art better than our father. I'm glad to hear it. Of course, she couldn't understand as well as you do, my darling. Tell me, have you ever composed any poems yourself? I definitely have, but I have to be like humble and modest, so I say, I wouldn't presume to have the skill. You're right. It takes great skill and inspiration to be a great poet such as myself. I wrote a song about you. That was fast. Would you like to hear it? I'd love to. Your hair is like a waterfall, or perhaps a bramble bush. Your eyes are like an ocean on which I want to sail the ship of our love. That was lovely. I'm touched. I'm glad you liked it, my darling. Now I have to select the blow kiss emote and give him the ring. You flatter me, my darling. Ooh. Use gold ring on Prince Brand. Is this for me? Really? Yes. Prince Brand, will you marry me? My heart is an open book to you, my darling, and all the pages say yes. Yes. We'll have to put off the actual ceremony until we can find a priest, but you can tell my father I've agreed to marry you. There you have it, ladies and gents. In Gilnor, at least, I can get a man to marry me in about 5 minutes flat. Yeah? At least in some world I can. Alright, so after getting engaged, talk to King Vargas. Next, we have to set about trying to gain the public's favor. Your Majesty, has my son agreed to marry you? He has, Your Majesty. Excellent, excellent. Grim tells me that the population is not yet very supportive of the idea of having you as a ruler. You should try to gain their support. Okay, talk to Grim. Greetings, madam. How do I gain the support of the population? King Vargas would often go and help out his subjects in their daily tasks when he was still able to, and they loved him dearly for it. Currently, 25% of the population supports you. Really? But I haven't done anything yet. You'll need 75% of the population in your support in order to become regent. Well, that's a lie. I have done multiple things for Gilnor, but just not necessarily for Miscellania. Well, no, I did. established peace between Etcetera and Miscellania, so I guess that's worthy of some support. 25% at least, I'll take it. Alright, so to gain support from the people, I have to do some work. I can do some raking, I can mine some coal. You definitely should not kill any of the villagers or steal from stalls, because that will be a surefire way to lose support, obviously. So let's go. Let's get that 75% to add on to the 25 that we already have. And get a nice, even, perfect 100% support, the likes of which no president of the United States has ever boasted. Break the weeds from the herbs and flax plots. Oh my gosh. Guys, I thought I was recording the ending of that video, but unfortunately I wasn't. So I was able to gain 100% approval, mostly by mining. And after that, I returned to King Vargas, and he and Advisor Grimm crowned me as ruler of Miscellania. And that was pretty much the end of the quest. So thank you for tuning into this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!